Welcome to e-learning space. In this lesson, you will learn about language register. In every situation you encounter, you use appropriate language to the person to whom you are speaking. Depending on the context, the language you use when talking to your peers is not the same language you would use when meeting someone as important as your boss. This difference in language formality is called language register. In linguistics, the register is defined as the way a speaker uses language differently in different circumstances. Think about the words you use, the tone of your voice, and even your body language. Notice how you behave differently when talking to a friend than you would at a formal gathering or during a job interview. These variations of formality can vary according to medium, domain, or tenor. Let's start with medium. Medium is sometimes called mode by other writers. Your language changes according to the medium used, like the language of speech and language writing. On the other hand, domain. Domain is sometimes called field by other writers. That means your language changes according to the domain that the language is related to. This includes A. The subject matter being spoken or written about, like the language of science and the language of law. And B. The function that the language is being used for. Finally, tenor or tone of the voice refers to how politely or formally you speak. It changes according to A. Who you are talking or writing to, such as the language we use when talking to close friends compared with the strangers or people who are socially distant from us. And B. The social situation. For an instance, a child whose mother is a teacher will talk to her in different way depending on whether they are at home or at school. There are 5 language registers. Each level has an appropriate use that is determined by differing situations. It would certainly be inappropriate to use language and vocabulary reserved for friends when speaking in the classroom. Thus, the appropriate language register depends on the 4 W's, such as who is your audience, what is your topic, why are you communicating, and where does the communication take place. These 5 language registers or styles according to Blinn includes the following: frozen or static, formal, consultative, casual, and intimate register. First one, frozen static register. This style of communications rarely or never changes. It is frozen in time and content. For example, the Lord's Prayer, Constitution, and the Alma Mater. Secondly, formal register. This language is used in formal settings and is one-way in nature. This one of language usually follows a commonly accepted format. A common format for this register are speeches, such as sermons, rhetorical statements and questions, speeches, pronouncements made by judges, or announcements. Third, consultative register. This is a standard form of communication. Users engage in a mutually accepted structure of communication. It is formal and societal expectation accompany the user by this speech. It is professional discourse. For an instance, communications between a superior and a subordinate, doctor and patient, lawyer and client, teacher and students, or counselors and clients. Next is casual register. This is informal language used by peers and friends. Slang and vulgarities and colloquialisms are normal. One must remember to engage in this register, like buddies, teammates, chats, and emails, logs, and letters to friends. 5. Intimate register. This communication is private. It is reserved for close friends or family members or intimate people such as husband or wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, siblings. It could also be parents and children. You must control the use of language registers in order to enjoy success in every aspect and situation you encounter. Knowing which register to use can be challenging since culture adds another layer of complication, especially if you're not familiar with how people are expected to behave in certain situations. Thank you.